Good morning. Good morning. Having some hiccups in terms of technology this morning, but we are alive. We are here. We're here with our Manhattan Bridge right behind us. Manhattan Bridge right behind us. Okay, so welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. Welcome. I'm Sekou Wrights. I am the host, and I am a novelist. Yeah, novelist. Speaking of which, please go buy my book. Please buy my book because it's for you, not for me. For you, buy my book. It's called Hack Your Pain Now. Hack Your Pain Now. All right? Check out the book. Okay, so thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for tuning in today, end of the week. And the most important thing I have to announce is that I am a man recovering from a stroke. A man recovering from a stroke. That's my cell phone. Don't worry about that. I got I'll explain why I have my phone on in a minute. Okay, so that means a lot. That means a lot. That means that I'm in the process of trying many ways to make this work for me and do the best job that I can. Do the best job that I can. All right. And so, quick disclaimers: I am not a personal trainer, nor am I a certified financial advisor. So, if you need that information, take the inspiration I give you, and then go meet the inspiration I give you with someone who can help shape it. All right. Okay. So that's what we're going to today. I don't know why I got myself tongue tied, but sometimes that's what happens with a stroke. But I'm sticking here. I'm handling it. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's get to money. Let's do our affirmation and get to money. Get to money. Let's do it together. I am so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. I'm so happy and grateful to be a multi-millionaire in every area of my life. Ashe, gotta put some energy behind it. Okay, so let's talk money. For those of you who watched the show yesterday, you saw something interesting happening. And I don't know if you caught it. So let me just recap. Yesterday, you saw me talking about my maiden voyage into stock market. And I learned a lot. In a little bit of time. And so I first started playing with the stock market. Right before the pandemic hit. Right? That was the time that GameStop was doing their thing. I don't know exactly what it was, but they were doing their thing. Right after GameStop was AMC. AMC, the movie theater, is where I got involved. Right? And so I spent $1, one solitary dollar on AMC stock, and up from there. So yesterday, I was talking about this, and you saw me, if you were watching the show yesterday, you saw me look off into space. And it hit me that I became a stock trader. Before I became a stockholder. I became a stock trader more than I became a stockholder from the beginning. And I was like, what? I excuse me. I became a stock trader because let's talk about AMC stock for a second, right? When I first got involved in AMC stock, they were selling at $1 or $2 per share, right? So very small amount, right? But there was the very real idea that they might not make it. They might not make it through the pandemic because no one's going to see movies, right? So I bought a few shares. I can't remember how many shares I bought, but I don't think very many. And I told you I started with $1. And so I built up, let's just say 20. let's just say 20. So let's just say 20, $2 times 20, that's $40. $40, right? Okay. Now, what happened is when many months later, AMC survived as a theater going entity and shot through the roof, their stock shot through the roof as well. And so they shot up to 60 grand, 60 grand, $60 per share. So where it was $2 per share, now it's $60 per share. Huge amount. So let's see. Let me see. 60 times 20. Still 20, still 20 items of stock. So now it's worth $1,200. What was worth $40 is now worth $1,200, right? 12,200. Let's just round it down and say 1,000, right? 1,000. But here's the most important thing. But you have to cash it out. You have to cash it out, because if you don't cash it out, it stays in the system, stays in the stock system, and it trails now, because after it hit 60, it started trailing down and down and down and down and down. So finally it rested at $8 per share yesterday. According to RevMail, it was down to $8 per share, right? So if you bought in at $2, but you didn't sell when it got to 60, then you kept waiting and hoping, like I did, mind you, waiting and hoping for more. Then the AMC fell all the way to $8. So that's still more than $40, the $40 you spent, but it's not what you would have gotten, not the $1,000 that you would have gotten if you sold. So the point is you must have conditioned your muscles to sell. You must have conditioned your muscles to sell. And that's the big thing. And my muscles were not conditioned for that, and yet I pulled it off. So I waited until the stock got to like $20 or $30 per share, and then I sold. But that means that I started off becoming a stock trader from the beginning, and not a stock holder. Now this is important. So when I am advising you to buy stocks and hold for the future, I'm holding. What's that? Own Your Tomorrow. Own Your Tomorrow. One of the. I think it's Charles. Well, anyway, one of the famous people. Own Your Tomorrow. So I'm talking about owning your tomorrow. Just buy and hold for long term, and that still works. But what if you can trade these same stocks, for a little bit of money while you wait for it to work, right? So I discovered this yesterday. I couldn't believe it yesterday. And as soon as I got off the phone, as soon as I got off the show, you know what I did? As soon as I got off the phone, as soon as I got off the show, I checked my Cash App. Cash App is where, this is familiar to everyone with a cell phone. Everyone with a cell phone has Cash App, because someone has sent you money, or you sent someone else money, in terms of that, right? Well, it also lets you buy stock. And so I have my Facebook stock in Cash App. So I looked inside Cash App. I looked inside Facebook app. And so I had 1.8 values of shares, right? 1.8. So I said, all right, let me look at it. So I looked at it, and it was up 14%. 14%. Now that's great. That's great. Great long hold money, right? Just hold it for time immemorial, like 3 to 5 years, right? But I was like, okay, 14 cents. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good taking. So let me try to get my 14% now. So I sold. I sold one share. I left zero point 0.8. I sold one share yesterday. Just sold it, and I took advantage of that $4 of I'm sorry of that 14%, which was about $4 at the time, right? So when I bought it, I'm trying to make this sound simple. Okay, okay. I was up 14%. I sold point just one share, right? And once I sold that one share, I watched it. And throughout the day, the stock goes up and down because stock always goes up and down. Always goes up and down. So I watched it go up and down, up and down. Usually I don't care about daily up and downs because I'm only focused on long term. But yesterday I was focused on the daily while it was up and down. At the end of the day, it ended up at a $4 difference between what I bought it for and where it ended up. So I basically made $4 yesterday. I made $4 yesterday. Now that may sound like not enough money, but that's a big win. That's a big win because, sorry, I don't know why my nose itching so much. But anyway, because I got that $4 today instead of 14% later down the line, right? That's a big difference. So I could cash out my $4 out of my Facebook account right now and then replace the money. And I want to be careful about this because Fee and I were talking about this last night and this part got confusing. So in order to buy back in, all I have to do is leave the money in Cash App. It's still in Cash App. It's still within the walls of Cash App. Buy back into Facebook, right? So right now it's in something called Cash. Now all I have to do is buy back into Facebook. What I have to do is I have to look for one thing. I have to look for the current share price. The current share price. So currently the share price is $303, right? When I sold yesterday, it was $299, right? So right now, I don't want to sell this current share price because I'd be losing money. I want it to be less than 299, right? Right? You with me? So basically, all I need to do is wait for the current share price to dip below 300, 299, right? And then I sell. Now this is completely calming to me because I know I'm going to own Facebook. I know I am. Because I've owned Facebook this whole time. This whole time I've owned Facebook. And I intend to own Facebook for a time immemorial. So I know that it will eventually drop below 300. It's going to go up and down, up and down, up and down. It's going to eventually go below 300. And then I'll buy back in with the money, which is still there in the system. Still there in the system. So I can buy back in whenever. But I've already got my $4, right? I already got my $4. So I already made the money. I already made the $14 immediately without having to wait months and years, right? Now this is a big deal. I hope that I'm making it less complicated because you got to understand how weightless this makes me feel. I've been holding stock with the intention of holding stock until the end. Ride it out till the wheels fall off. Ride it out. And that's good. But what if you can make your 14% now? What if you can make it today? What if you need something? Maybe you need something from the store that's going to cost you $3. What if you can just tweak your stocks and make $4 right now? Right now, with just the clicks of a button. With the clicks of a button and going and having the $4 that you need to buy the $3 thing, right? So I hope you understand me. Let me check my notes and see if you guys are following me, because I got really excited. And oh, so let me just say this. Let me just say this before I check the comments. So where I am now is I sold one share at $2.99, 299, right? And now I sold that, and now I'm waiting with my money in my money within the Cash App system for it to drop below that, drop below 299, like 290. Let's say end of the day with 295, right? So hope for 295, $200, somewhere in there. I'll sell it. I'll sell it back, and then I'll be complete again, and I'll do it again, right? So hope that was understandable. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited about it. All right, so let me see what I got in the chat, and let's see what we're talking about. Okay, let's see. Fees into is inviting the world to come and watch the show. Let's see. Oh look. This is Ben. So Ben and I went to lunch yesterday. We went to lunch yesterday, and and it's so funny that his office, he discovered his office space is near me, and so we hooked up for lunch yesterday. It's so good to see him back here. What's up, my brother? What's up, my brother? I appreciate you checking in. Okay, so let's see. Here's Fee. Fee is calling this Happy Free Flow Friday. Happy Free Flow Friday, yeah. Free Flow Friday. All right, let's see what else we got. Show us the money. Show us the money. All right, let's see what else. What else? There are Black people in Omaha, Nebraska. That's our Fee King. We just went to a wedding in Nebraska, in Omaha, and it was quite mixed. Quite mixed. Okay. Let me see what Fee is talking about. I have $20 taken out of my Cash App to buy a stock. It's $4.24 a share. I'm closing. I'm not sure what you mean, Fee King. I'm not sure what you mean. So we'll check on that later. Let's see what Fatima West is saying. I use my Cash App to buy stock too. Yes, Cash App is a very easy place to buy stock, but you have to be careful not to buy stock that pays you dividends. Don't buy stock that pays you dividends in Cash App, because that money is going to kick out. There's no drip. Drip means, I forget what it exactly means, but it means that the dividend will be reinvested. On Cash App, there is no dividend reinvestment. So if you make $1 on a stock, that dollar's going to come out to your Cash App. It won't stay within the system and build. So that will hurt you, because you want the money to stay in and build. So Fatima, go through and look at your stocks and make sure that they're not paying you a dividend. If they are paying you a dividend, get rid of them. Get rid of them. Buy them in someplace else, and sell them, and buy the ones like Facebook that don't pay you a dividend. Right? All right. Sorry, I had to get that out. All right. This is so good. Great tips. Oh, thanks, Fee. Thanks, Fee. Thanks for saying that. Okay. Let me see. What are you saying, Fee? CashApp.com. How can we tip you on Cash App for this? You're putting us over. Oh, okay. Oh, I appreciate that. If anyone wants to send me some money via Cash App, I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with it. What I'm gonna do with it is put it on the cash side and wait until I buy some more Facebook. Because Facebook, I mean, have you looked at the overall for Facebook? Have you looked at the overall? The overall for Facebook is 600%. 600%. Like, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So I believe that Facebook is going to win. I'm going to keep investing in Facebook. And I can't believe the people who left Facebook in favor of AMC back in the day. Like, no, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. Okay, so I won't say anything more about that. But yeah, if you want to send me some money, Cash App, just send it to Sacred Rights. And I'm telling you what I'm doing with it, because I am doing stuff with it that's easy for you to follow. It's easy for you to follow. Have your money in Cash App. All right, that's the first step. Have your money within Cash App. All right, that's all. That's all. All right, let's see what else. What else we're talking about. Let's see. Any other comments? Black Paramount must have said something funny. Must have said funny. Oh, what's up with all the bras? What's all the bras? Shouting out all the bras for checking us out. All right. Hey, brother, quick question. Do you have to personally watch the stock, or do you have it automatically set to buy and sell? Great question, Nigel. Great question. So the answer is you can have it automatically set up to buy and sell. Now, I did not realize this because I became a trader by accident. When I first started buying stock, I bought AMC. And so I was watching it every day, right? And today, yesterday, I just became a stock trader again because I bought some Facebook. So I forgot at the time that I could have saved it. I could have set it up to sell. Like, I could have said, all right, Cash App, I want you to sell Facebook when it gets down to $2.95. And it would have sold immediately without me having to look at it again. I would have made my $4, and that's it. That's it. So that's what I will do moving forward. I'm going to set it for a little bit better than $4. I'll set it for $5 and just let it play, because I don't have to watch it. I do not have to watch it. Now, this again is a stock that I'm going to hold forever. And so the fact that I have the automated thing set on top of it is nothing. Like, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Like, because you're going to set the timer to hit the exact amount you want, right? And then once it happens, then you'll be back in the game. I hope I made that clear to understand. I hope I made that clear. I said sometimes my vocabulary mixed with my stroke sometimes it gets a little crazy, but I'm telling you, choose a stock that you already have. If you don't have stock already, then we got to talk about that. But choose a stock that you already have, and choose that one, because that will be one that you'll keep. That'll be one that you keep. All right. I hope I got that. But thanks again for checking me out, Nigel. Nigel and Ben and I all worked together many years ago. Okay, let's see what else we got. Yes, my brother, good show. Thanks, man. It's so funny seeing these homies. All right. Oh, Nigel said perfectly clear. Thanks, Nigel. I appreciate that. Because that's all it is. Is I'm not gonna say it again. Just one more time. For the people who've not caught on yet, what you want to do is you've been buying stock already. Hopefully, you've been buying stock already for a long-term hold. Because 600% is amazing. So that's Facebook is rising to 600%, right? So that's great. But what if you can control the outcome and get it today? Get some today. Now that's a big win. That's a huge win. Being able to get $2, $3, $4. I mean, next thing you know, we'll be getting more than that. But for now, let's start with $4. All right. Well, wow, that was really cool. Some surprises for me. All right. From Ben and Nige. All right, great to see you guys. All right, so I just want to show you this before I go. And I wanted to show you this because you've seen Cash App, but you haven't seen this part of Cash App, or you haven't paid attention to it. So this is what I'm talking about. So I can't quite see it. I can make it bigger, make it a little bit bigger here. Okay, so amount invested, amount gained, total value, total gain, shares owned, average cost per share, and current share price. Okay, you can ignore everything. You can ignore everything on this page except the very final thing, current share price. See, I sold it, as you can see, at 2.98, 2.99, right? And now, right now, I'm trying to be accurate. Right now, it's 303. It's 303. So it's a little bit on the far side of me selling it. I don't want to sell it yet, basically. I don't want to sell it yet because it's a little bit more than what I sold it for yesterday. But I'm going to watch this. I'm gonna set the automatic thing to sell when it gets down to like 294, 290, yeah, well, around 294 or so. All right. So I hope that was clear for everyone. All right. So that's it. That's it for the money game. Let's get for the money game. All right. So now the run report. No run report. I didn't do a run today, mainly because I was tired and I woke up to excitement to watch the stocks because the stock market opens at 9:30. And I was watching with open eyes, focused to see what was going to be at 9:30. What happened is my stock shot up immediately. Facebook shot up immediately. So it started off, it ended the day with 295 yesterday. But today it jumped up to 300 immediately. Now, again, I'm not concerned because this is a stock that I want to own forever, right? So there's no angst. There's no like, there's none of that because I'm going to own Facebook forever. So I'm just waiting for the right moment. But all that said, I did not do a run report today. I will do a run report later today. And so I just want to share something really quickly with you that one of the doctors said last week. One of the doctors said that he saw most of the people that had my type of stroke die. He saw most of the people have the kind of stroke that I have die. Now, that's a great gift to me that I have survived this thing and I will continue surviving. And I just want you to know that I am drinking in that blessing. I'm drinking in that blessing. Ashe. So now is better than perfect. And I'll see you next week. All right. Thanks for everybody for poking in for the fun surprises from people. I had fun today. And I'll see you guys next week. Later.